Brussels offers a rather English football evening. It's cold, it's wet. The police, though, have given a very warm reception to anyone even looking like stepping out of line, and the rain has certainly helped. Spurs predictably include only Paul Miller from Monday's lineup at Southampton. Roberts and Hazard are both fit, and Gary Stevens is preferred to Mabbutt. And the manager, Keith Birkinshaw, said that he would like an away goal. Anderlecht's lineup shows that it's not only Tottenham who have personality clashes at the moment. Paul van Hins has again left out his captain, Frankie Verkauteren, after a discussion about fitness. He's also decided he needs two markers for Falco and Brazil, and has switched Hopkins to play on Galvin's flank. But it's the team which started against Nottingham Forest in the second leg of the semi-final here. The man in charge comes from Switzerland, Bruno Galla, and Tottenham Hotspur are wearing a pale blue strip and defending the goal to our right. First feed of the ball for Tony Park. And here's Graham Roberts, who is one of 9 players on the field who has one yellow card against him, and should he or any of the others gain a second, they would then miss the second leg. And an early field for both goalkeepers. Here's Morten Olsen, the Dane. Firm challenge from Roberts. Olsen, who's taken over the captaincy and was, of course, in the Danish team, which made sure that England did not go through to the European Championship finals. Danny Thomas. Anderlecht's lineup of 8 Belgians and 3 foreigners. 1 Dane, 1 Italian. Here's Galvin, and that was fairly close, and produces the first corner. And the Italian is certainly a man to look for. Vincenzo Schifo, who wears number 6, only 18, but very highly rated indeed. Not a bad try by Gary Stevens. Olsen sees the Dane and put under pressure by a Scotsman, Archibald. It's a great playing in the centre of the defence, but has just appeared at right back for the Belgian team. Schifo. And it's got through. Top peddling Roberts across and makes a really good challenge. It's the Dutchman Wim Hopkins who got away. Sent a buzz around the crowd. Capacity 38,000 here. It's a compact little ground. Not all the Tottenham tickets have been taken up. What spaces there are at the right end. Very nearly got through. Good in. And he got the return. And it was Danny Thomas who put it up. Right. Corner for which de Graaf has come forward. And de Rijken has come forward. And the header was from Villa. Villa, the top scorer in Europe for Anderlecht with 6 goals. Although, interestingly enough, if Verkauteren had played, it would have been Brilla who would not have started. Solidly in by Houghton. Stevens. Schiphol. Grin. Cigarette. And what a good one. Really well. But how curious. Anderlecht have been hoping to get him forward on the left flank, and he threatened most when he took a central position and really let go a fine left foot shot. The Spurs ball. Spurs, whose away record in Europe shows 16 victories, 16 defeats and 6 draws. Falco. Houghton. Hampshire's a little late to come forward. Tony Garvin with a corner. Houghton. Hazard, if he can turn on it and get a shot in, he can, but he's wide. And he was given the space, and he's a bit cross with himself. Okay. Would have been an almost impossible one for Gruen to take anyway, and here's Galvin. Falco, but doesn't make the most of it. And really that came from an awful clearance out of defence by Anderlecht. But as Galvin broke into a lot of space, Falco found a lot of space. And it's to be hoped that Tottenham won't live to regret not taking that opportunity. On by Vandenberg. Thomas. Good balance by Hopkins. Good in. Olsen. Houghton. Judged to a foul Brilla. Although he, Nottingham Forest supporters, won't need reminding, was the fellow who went down, for which Anderlecht got a vital penalty in the second leg of the semi-final, and they pulled back a 2-0 deficit to go through on a 3-2 aggregate. Olsen takes. Miller wins. Stevens. Thomas. Schifo. De Groot's got away on the left. Touched it away by the hand of Stevens. Jatinski just inside the area, as is Brilla on the near side as we look. And de Rijken takes the kick. Out by Miller. Hopkins. A bit of push and shove between Jatinski and Houghton, for which Anderlecht get the free kick. Schifo invited by Morten Olsen to play it straight into the middle. he fails to do, but I think it may be taken again. I would doubt if the defender, who was Tony Galvin, was 10 yards off the ball. Schifo, 18 years old last February. Been at this club since he was 14. And they're looking a bit for it. And it was Mark Falco who came back. And Rijken goes to take it. Walter de Greef comes forward. Posse of 4 to come on the far post, 1 player on the near. And Stevens got it away, and again. Archibald. De Grote. Useful to Brille. Seniatinski decides to go in on the near post. And Danny Thomas does well. Oh, up to that point he had. Schifo. Deflected, and all the sting taken out of it. Initially it looked as though the spin might cause a problem, but it fell very kindly for Parks. Has not yet been required to make a save in his 22nd match of the season. Schifo. Offside. Frustration showing all over the face of Seniatinski. Born in Belgium and playing the country of his birth, 14 caps, and not his father's country, which is Poland. And the Rijken, flag is up again against Brille. Frustration from both players and their supporters. Thomas. Roberts. Archibald. Houghton. Galvin on the left. Everything else to Houghton's right. Schifo takes his legs. Houghton assists the referee by counting the number of similar challenges made by Schifo. Can't be exaggerated if truth be told. Perryman takes. Roberts is up at the back. Corner given. Linesman not too decisive, but the referee was short. Falco, the only Tottenham player in the 6-yard box. Archibald moves to join him. Stevens and Roberts, 10 and 4 for the diagonal runs. Miller is up as well. Roberts. Stevens. Could have gone anywhere, but lands kindly for Muneron. It's Brille. Well, he was certainly looking for that, Brille. Nothing like as bad as he made it. Well, I think we'll see that one again. De Grote. Vandenberg. Schifo. Hopkins. Olsen is included in the Anderlecht players forward. Schifo. That's an awkward one and is well grasped. Came up rather hard and looked likely at the start. Galvin. Hazard. Hopkins. Thomas. Push first as the referee. And Seniatinski. up to this point, Danny Thomas has looked very much more in the form, which put him in the running for England. Briller is offside. And he curses the linesman, and I suspect his own luck. Playing for a place in the Danish squad. His inclusion instead of Verkauteren, giving the Danes 2 players on the field. Bit of turning by Falco. Olsen. Blocked by Roberts. He surely didn't mean to do that. This is Briller. What good pace by Paul Miller to cover. I can only think that Roberts felt that he was called, because that was quite a deliberate back header, which almost got Briller in, and Paul Miller moved like greased lightning. Stevens. He took a bit of a knock then from the pace of the clearance by Thomas. Erwin Vandenberg. Danny Thomas. Mickey Hazard. Great. Harriman. Hazard. Not a space from Galvin, who came from quite deep. Good climb by Falco. And he was rather closer with that one than he was with an easier chance earlier. Really climbed well. Interesting cross with the right foot. But the height that Falco made and the timing. But it was wide of the far post with Munaron scurrying. 5 minutes of the first half remaining. 0-0 the score. In a contest which will last 180 minutes at least. And the Spurs supporters will be feeling pretty confident at the moment. Outside to Grave. Thomas. Good dummy. For the find. Only found the Grave. 4-1 by Hazard. Mistake by Czerniatinski. Nice little ball in. Stevens. They've had quite a lot to applaud. Czerniatinski. Schifo. And still, but being forced across. Thomas did well. Positioning tonight has really been first class, Danny Thomas. Sometimes one can accuse him of not being totally aware of what's happening behind him, but that has not been the case this evening. Van der Eycken. Olsen. Briller gets away and fails to control the ball. And what a good job for Tottenham that was the case. Fine ball by Olsen that had Briller in. Olsen. Van der Eycken. Wim Hofkins. Schifo. Too strong for Brille. Sarko. Perryman. Grote. Chernyatinski. The referee allowed the advantage if there was a foul there. Miller gets the foot again, the referee allows advantage. De Grote. Houghton with time to look and space to clear. And the crowd whistling the referee, but certainly allowed the play to flow into the last minute of the first period. Schifo didn't see that Sarko was lurking. That's Grün. Perryman. Hazard. Van der Eycken. Hopkins. Olsen. Tottenham holding up a line about 25 yards from goal. Van der Eycken. De Grote starts the run in. Cut out by Thomas. And the end of a very satisfactory half for Spurs. They really limited Anderlecht to 2 real strikes on goal, both of them from De Grote, while at the other end Falco had 2 headers, first of which he might have made more of, the second of which was a good one, but both going just the wrong side of the far post from his viewpoint. Half-time, Anderlecht 0, Tottenham 0. There are similarities between these two teams. Not only do both come from suburbs of their capital cities, but both started the season with big squads, have suffered greatly from injuries, and in the end missed out on their respective championships. Anderlecht about to finish runners-up for the 3rd season running. And a feature of Tottenham's play in the first 45 minutes was the way that they used Gary Stevens wide on the right to prevent De Grote getting forward from that position. 2 shots that he made were both from central positions. I wonder how long it will be if the score stays like this before Paul van Himst brings on for Vercauteren. Steve Perryman, only survivor in the Tottenham side from 1972 when Spurs won the first UEFA Cup. And they're playing tonight a side whose record in Europe in recent years is second only to that of Liverpool. This is their 6th European final in 14 years. Liverpool will play their 7th when they meet Roma at the end of the month in the European Cup final. Here is the Spurs playing a Belgian side for the first time in their 10 seasons in European competition. Free kick against Houghton. Brille again making a lot of it, though in fairness it should be said that Chris Houghton has made his presence felt. Chernyatinski, away by Tony Galvin. Here's Stevens. Schifo. The poke away was too strong for De Grote to take. It appears that it's not only in England that we get obscene chants from the crowd because of the colour of a footballer's skin. Here's Chris Houghton. Galvin poised to make the run. And Olsen got there first as the ball almost ricocheted to Falco. De Grey. Home crowd certainly trying to lift their team. And he gets the jump. Clearest opportunity of the match. With a lovely carving run down the middle. Let's see how many he took on. Got between two, in fact. Just a little touch took it away from Miller. But the shot was away from the far post. Tony Galvin. Fouled by Verkauteren. Hasn't, though, quite the pace, Tony Galvin, that he had before having so many injuries. Got away from Hopkins with a bit of an elbow, to be truthful, and Verkauteren brought him down. Tottenham have Falco, Stevens and Roberts on the far post. Comes to Archibald. Corner if it goes. Oh! And here's Falco! Brilliant. Off the line by Grün. Did marvellously well to get back. After the back pass had been made and the goalkeeper had lost the ball and Falco was clear. Turned on it, the ball was going in, but Grün came across to cover the error. We've had a real chance at either end. One was missed, one was saved. That was just an unfortunate clash. De Gruyter reacted rather more strongly than Miller, who was quite calm. And Tottenham had the free kick. Things hotting up in every sense. Get in. Solid shoulder from Falco. Grin. Schifo. Away from Hazard. De Grey. De Gruyter. First time pass intended for Brille. And Brille having a go at Schifo for some reason. Vandenberg. Hazard. Archibald alone. Holds it up well. Maybe in the end allowed too many defenders to come back there. Galvin. Three watching him. The Anderlecht players watched the video of the first leg against Hajduk Split and was very impressed with Tony Galvin. Quickly in by Thomas. It's a good match. Falco. Archibald waiting on the far side. Thomas once more. Foul by De Gruyter. And Hazard has 5, 6 now possible heads to look for. And Muneron taking it full stretch, and I think he was fouled as he came down. With Hazard, his free kick goal was vital against Hajduk Split at White Hart Lane. It was well claimed by the goalkeeper and his arms were caught. Olsen. Thomas. Followed up well, did Olsen. Hazard. Archibald. Fouled by Grun. And Olsen in need of attention. And he's not the sort of player to make something out of nothing. The play continues. Here's Danny Thomas. Did he get a deflection? Yes, it did. Miller's up once more, trying to get on the end, and did! And it got deflected, I think, off Van der Eycken, but even so, it was very, very solidly met by Paul Miller. And what a prize for Tottenham. Lovely goal by the centre-half, met it full on the meat of the forehead. Came through the crowd, and it went in with all the power of the shot. Came off the shoulders of Van der Eycken, but it made no difference. And the Tottenham supporters celebrating what is the 100th goal for the club this season, and the first by Paul Miller. The thriller is offside. In spite of all the roars, it will not count. And the spectator to my left, utterly in line. If he has any knowledge of football at all, will know that that was offside, but still feels he has to stand up and hurl abuse, verbal abuse at the referee. Hazard. Houghton. Galvin. Hazard. Galvin. Archibald going to the middle. It really doesn't matter whether it's a free kick or a corner. It certainly will be the free kick. And Galvin might not agree with my first assessment because he took the knock. Certainly the challenge was late and the ankle was caught. This time Roberts comes across. Keeper in real trouble from a vicious cross shot from Mickey Hazard. Galvin. Falco. Offside against Archibald. The Calderton's first touch. Finds de Grote. That could be off. A header by Briller wide. Briller stays down. First touch by Calderton led to the cross. It was a good header, but wide. Archibald nearly, but not quite. Falco too far. Hazard. Stevens did well. Looking for Falco. Comes to Archibald. Stevens. Still Falco is waiting. Couldn't get real power in the header. Good play in that move by Gary Stevens on 2 occasions. And Vandenberg and Miller having a battle down the middle of the field, which wasn't exactly fisticuffs because it was open gloves, but certainly taking a dislike to each other. Neither scored any points, and the referee didn't notice it. Hopkins. Vandenberg jumping rather early. Thomas. Did well. Hazard. Schifo, the player, left down. Archibald. Thomas. And he's onside, is Stevens. Archibald. Tottenham with 3 players in the box. One of them is Falco. First time with no challenge on him. But in stretching he got up, well, underneath the ball, so he sent it up. Missed it first time. Schifo. And free kick given against Roberts, who looked at the referee with some concern. The referee taking a rather lenient view of that, in my view. Although I think Parks would have managed to claim the ball anyway before Brilla. Schifo takes, Grün tries to get there. I think pushed his way a bit too much through the crowd. The referee agrees with Tottenham expressions. Handball. Gröte. Anderlecht's plans of using De Gröte on this near side. It's got nowhere against Stevens or against Thomas. And although they've had Hopkins playing on the right to cut down the room for Galvin, Galvin has had a good match. Keith Birkinshaw on his feet. Thomas. Hazard. Equal to the plate. Brilla. And there's Gary Mabbutt. Robert. Henry Parks, who's not had the evening he might have been expecting. But then he's not had the season he might have been expecting either. Been a huge bonus for him. He only played 3 games before the season started. 3 league games, that is. 10 minutes left between Tottenham and returning to White Hart Lane for the second leg in a fortnight's time, leading by an away goal. And Gary Mabbutt, who is to miss the England tour because he needs a hernia operation, to come on for the last 9 and a bit minutes of this first leg of the FA Cup final in place of Gary Stevens. Gröte. Presumably Mabbutt will be encouraged to take this often almost right wing position. Stevens has had good challenge. Paul Miller. I remember this game for a long time and was very confident about it beforehand. Schifo. De Gröte. Came off Thomas. Falco. Archibald has been at times a lone figure forward to hold the ball and trying to prevent himself being offside. Comes Perryman. Falco on the left. Hazard. Oh, Hazard really teased his man, and Hopkins came in, left the space behind himself. Some debate, but it has surely to be the corner. And the late substitution to be made by Anderlecht. The linesman has come to the halfway line, but the referee allowing the corner to be taken. And now the referee invites Tottenham to do it again when the substitution is made. And it's Vandenberg who is replaced by Frank Andersen. Fine Danish forward who's been so troubled with knee injuries. Archibald in the box, there's Roberts. Came off Morten Olsen, another corner. Perryman. The Goethe just happy to bang it into the crowd. Falco. Hazard takes. Robert, a save, or was it blocked? Actually couldn't see because somebody walked right in front of me. Offside decision against Archibald. And Muneron getting some applause from the Tottenham supporters for a good stop. Hopkins. Houghton. Diagonal ball would find Archibald if it was played early. Tottenham preferring to build on the left through Tony Galvin. Hopkins with him. Hazard. Houghton. Keith Birkinshaw was concerned before the match that his side wouldn't be pulled about by the fact that Anderlecht are very adept at changing the positions. Indeed, it's been Tottenham who've often got defenders into interesting forward positions. And have tactically controlled it by the way that they use Stevens and now Mabbott on this right side. McAlpin and Struss. Miller and Roberts together. And then back up. Reacting very quickly as the ball got away. McAlpin's free kick. Headed out. And as Parks couldn't hold the shot, Olsen was able to tap it in. Earning 1-4. Olsen with one firecracker on the pitch on the far side there. Schifo. Arneson. Brillo waiting in the middle. Still Arneson. And Perryman concedes what he thought was a corner. But the referee has given a goal kick. Well, I think both the Tottenham skipper and Frank Arneson thought that was a corner, but the referee thought otherwise. Handball given against Galvin. Miller. Thomas. De Grave. Offside against Archibald. Van der Eycken. Verkelteren. Probably challenged again by Thomas. And the referee says it's Tottenham's ball. Hazard. Thomas in no special hurry to come forward. 2 minutes on our stopwatch. Useful throw. Falco. Mabut. Somehow managed to get it away from the defensive header. Flick across the box. Arneson. And Van der Eycken not alive to the possibilities. Arneson has been a threat since he came on. And we're into the last minute of the match. Hazard. Tony Park, who's lost the shot from some distance, and Morten Olsen right on the spot to make him pay. Harriman. Houghton. Hazard. Archibald. Hazard. Well, he was looking for the free kick when he could have carried on. Perriman carried on. Archibald, and 1-1 is the final score in this first leg. The goals for Miller's first of the season and Tottenham's 100th in the 59th minute. The equaliser from Morten Olsen 5 minutes from time. But every prospect of Tottenham Hotspur ending the 8-year reign of their manager Keith Birkinshaw in style. In theory, of course, they had the away goal, but there's no way that Tottenham will be playing for 0-0 at White Hart Lane in a fortnight's time. They will want to win the UEFA Cup for the second time in their history in real style.